Did y'all watch the Middle Child video yet? Because if you haven't, you need to go watch the Middle Child video. Have you listened to Middle Child yet? Because if you haven't, go ahead and go do that. This is a little switch up. It's not quite a cultural critique, I would say, but it's, I don't know, just my opinions and feels on, I don't know, the culture, hip hop, blackness, etc., etc. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one. I'll listen to Middle Child. I think it came out like last week or the week before, or whenever it came out. So I first listened to it, then was like, I'm with it. I completely resonate with this. The visuals just dropped like 2 or 3 hours ago. I watched it whenever I got home. I'm with it. There's a lot in it. I didn't even sit down and like write about the different pieces that were in there, but I was like, is there a little nod to Get Out? Is there a little nod to cultural appropriation in here? It was just a lot in there. Even I think the marching band part, it's just a lot. And there's that, I like how black artists are using these elements of like horror in their work. Even Jordan Peele obviously has done that with Get Out, and then the new movie that he's making with Lupita Nyong'o, and all the other folks that's in there. But I'm liking that just because I feel like that's the reality of our lives as black people. There's this huge element of like fear and horror in our lives, and we just somehow make it into something beautiful. We make it work. So I'm gonna just try to like talk about this a little bit quickly. I strongly identify with the concept of being a middle child, especially like within black culture. I know he's speaking specifically about the rap game, but just within black culture where there's like this duality too. I don't know, I'm not gonna say specifically that's what he's exactly talking about, but I will say I think there is a lot of duality in his work. Like he's done the mainstream thing, and then he let Nas down, and he's talking about letting Nas down, and he's just going back to him. He's talking about the importance of like meditation, but at the same time he can get real gritty and bring out the veil and what he's rapping about. There's just that duality I think that middle children have, and I know me, being like a young millennial from Chicago who's college educated, who went to HBCU, like I definitely feel that same thing where it's like, you know, I go back home and I might hang out with my friends that are still in the hood. I might hang out with people that, you know, went to jail and blah, blah, blah. And I got my friends who do yoga and like eat organic, or my friends who grew up in the suburbs. And just that duality that exists within my own blackness and with black culture. So I don't know, I don't think that he's specifically talking about that, but I think within that middle child identity that does exist, like the coexisting between multiple sides of blackness, even like with him being biracial, but how black he really is. Like there's just a lot of duality in that too. This is just so cold. He said one line. What did he say? Hold on, I'm about to find it. I'm dead in the middle of 2 generations. I'm little bro and big bro all at once. Just left the lab with young 21 Savage. I'm about to go and meet Jigga for lunch. And he's talking about Kodak, and he's saying how Kodak reminded him of dudes from the Ville. They really from the projects, and they not even faking it. Like that's really how they are. And he talking about how you wish that Kodak had more guidance. I just think he takes a certain amount of responsibility that a lot of rappers, even the older generations, don't, and don't talk about, and the necessity of that to, I guess, uplifting black people and black culture. And middle children really have to do that. Like middle children are the ones that kind of have to save the family. So the middle child is typically the one that makes the peace. The older child is the one that's real stubborn and thinks that they're just all of that, and then the babies are the ones that are just running around wild. So I think this song is really meant to resonate with a certain type of black person. Like I just gave my example with the coexisting between multiple, I don't know, multiple, not subcultures, but just different type of black folk. I think that that's what he kind of does within the rap game. Like he's able to, you know, he had the heads on the fireplace, and he's like, your favorite rapper, reach me for a feature. Like just how he can coexist with that. Even if you listen to him and 21 Savage rap together, you listen to him and I don't know, some of these like hood rappers rap together, he's able to bring something out of them. I think he was featured on one of the songs that Offset just released on Father 4. I might be tweaking, but I think he was on one of them. But just how he's able to bridge that gap between like, I don't know, like the fresh out the project, the fresh out of the hood kids of this generation, of the, I guess, my generation, and then him, even though he's definitely considered a millennial. That's why I said I think this is bigger than age and I don't know, generations. And then how he is so similar to like the Nas's and the Jay-Z's, but so different from them in the ways that he's done a lot of things. So even like whenever I think about Nas and how Nas wasn't really feeling him whenever he dropped, I think that was Can't Get Enough, and he came back out with the I Can't Believe I Let Nas Down. But I think about the fact that Nas kind of did the exact same thing he did with Uchiwali. Like that was, Nas went from a conscious rapper and then was dropping some freak nasty stuff like Uchiwali. I just think that he resonates, or he's just his own artist within the rap game, and I don't really see anybody else like J. Cole really, except kind of Kendrick, and even still is like, J. Cole is just something special. Like his visuals, his storytelling, all of that is just something that I really appreciate. So I guess it's kind of like a cultural critique. I'm gonna try to keep these up every single time something arises and just share my feelings on them. So yeah, if y'all haven't watched the video, go watch it. If you haven't listened to the song, listen to it. A big thing that I like to do is read lyrics too. So I'll listen to the song first, I'll read the lyrics, and then I watch the video. I just think it gives you a different understanding of view of what the artist is trying to say, no matter what, you know. If you can find transcripts of like verbal things in general, it just helps you see things a whole lot differently and lets you read it. Like you using different different parts of your brain. So yeah, y'all need to go ahead and watch it. This might have been all over the place because I didn't formulate anything. I literally just watched the video and record it. So I hope y'all enjoy. Like I said, go watch it. And yeah, check out my other videos if you want to hear me talk about spirituality. If you want to see my duality, I need to go ahead and start showing y'all to this side of me more. But yeah, check those out. All right, y'all. Bye.